shoot, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said that you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. And we had crazy news drop on Friday, and the weekend got a little bit rougher, with individuals kind of going off the deep end yet again. The crash outs are monumental. You have the PlayStation side talking about victory. We get to play Xbox games. And you have the Xbox gamers saying, damn it, they get to play Xbox games. And I get to say, excuse me, is it coming in Game Pass? But anyway, we also got crazy news about the next-gen hardware. And we got some games that dropped as well. We got games that's showing up, games that's coming in, games that leaving. But what we got is so much games in so little time. With new hardware on the horizon, we do got a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's buckle up. Let's get into this. Let's make it happen. And let's talk about these topics, bro. With the announcement of Halo going to the PlayStation 5, the third-party full spectrum scope of the pillars that held up Microsoft and Xbox in their gaming division has now reached full circle. The news of the sci-fi giant, the franchise, the one that started it all for Xbox, making its way to what was once a competitor, now is an ally on the beachfronts of gaming. The industry is at an impasse, and it takes one company with the fortitude in order to dare to do something different and across party lines in order to make gaming great again. Well, Master Chief is that guy, the last one going. Earlier this year, the PlayStation ecosystem got Forza, Hellblade 2, Indiana Jones, just to name a couple, that went over to the PlayStation ecosystem. But with Gears showing up, Gears Reloaded, PlayStation decided to send over one of their titles, Helldivers 2. And Xbox collaborated with that. We're putting ODST fighters inside of Helldivers 2. Now, with this latest iteration of Halo, the remake, Halo Campaign Evolved, a 2-player co-op locally, 4-player online, that is set to launch on the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate day and date, PC Game Pass day and date, and PlayStation for purchase day and date. Anyone that doesn't know Master Chief will get to know Master Chief. There won't be a screen. There won't be a tablet. There won't be a handheld or a phone, let alone a television, that won't see this iconic hero in action. What is your thoughts? Is Fallout 7 your jam? Do you love the show? Has Fallout encapsulated your life? Now, one of the best Fallouts is arguably Fallout 4. And Xbox and Bethesda is bringing you a current gen glow up from the 2018 RPG. and it's bringing all the DLC along with it. Now, on Fallout Day, we got news about Fallout 76 with the Burning Springs that's available on December 2nd. But the latest glow up from Microsoft and Xbox and Bethesda is the Fallout 4 update. That's going to bring higher resolutions. The game does definitely really look good. It's going to bring all the DLC, like I said, and that's going to be a free upgrade for anyone who happens to have the game. Well, especially if you're a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, you're definitely going to get that for free. And the PlayStation guys, whoever purchased it on PlayStation will get that as well. But if you haven't, then on Xbox and PlayStation, if you haven't had a chance to purchase it, well then, coming in November 10th, 2025, you're going to get a chance to see Fallout 4 in a greater light. Now, again, if you're a fan of the TV show, which a lot of you are, or if you're a fan and have been following the franchise for many years, I guess this is more Fallout for you. So if you never got a chance to finish those DLCs, well, maybe you can cohesively play them all together in one big string of gameplay. It's probably one of the best Fallouts. I myself prefer New Vegas. I really wish they would actually do New Vegas again. But again, beggars can't be choosy. And Xbox is bringing the thunder. They're bringing these games. Microsoft Gaming CEO got a chance to sit down with Famitsu and talk about what are the next plans for the Xbox and Xbox hardware, while also talking about Ninja Gaiden and the many games that they do have launching in Japan, and the fact that Xbox is 20% higher in mind share in the Japanese ecosystem. The next-gen Xbox will be a first-party device designed by Microsoft, similar to other consoles. Now, I will get into this topic a little bit later, but I'm just bringing you the information from Tweaktown and somebody that I like his work, Derek Strickland, right? So, he goes in to outline the conversation that Phil had with Famitsu, and he talks about the ecosystem of the PC, the handheld, and the Xbox, but also the words that's used by Phil when it comes to what the next gen Xbox is. And the word that is used is this is the statement. Speaking of new hardware, the ROG Xbox Ally is an ASUS product. I think that the hardware that we announced as a first-party company at Microsoft will be the next console. So that can be interpreted in many different ways. But Phil also went on to say, we are 100% looking at making things in the future. We have our next-gen hardware in development. We've been looking at prototyping, designing, and we have partnerships we announced with AMD around it, so that's coming. What we saw with the Xbox ROG Ally and Xbox ROG Ally X was an opportunity to innovate in a new way and bring gamers another choice in addition to our next-gen hardware. We're always listening to what players and creators want. When there's a demand for innovation, we're going to build it. And I'm pretty much going to leave that there, based on we will have a deeper conversation on the Xbox hardware. But that was insightful to say, because they are investing in PC and the cloud. So we need to know where they stand on hardware itself. My man Jez Corden of Windows Central has an article that he posted up, and it's giving a little bit more insight into the next generation Xbox hardware and what Microsoft and Xbox is looking forward to and bringing to the marketplace. The huge report says that it's going to be largely ambitious, the next gen console with free online play. So in a sense, they're going to ditch the multiplayer having like the barrier of entry, and they're going to offer this PC console hybrid. Now, I know everybody's kind of weirded out with the thought of it because with the Xbox Rock Ally and Xbox Rock Ally X, you have a different onboarding system. Well, apparently, the next console will have the Xbox big screen or big window experience out the box. So the onboarding will be just like a traditional console that you have now, with all those other aspects and storefronts and everything in the background. So what you're going to get is a curated premium device, like Sarah Bond mentioned, that is customized to the individuals who want to partake into this ecosystem with this console. So initially, you'll be able to play all your titles, from front to back, and also some of the titles on the Steam store. Well, not some. The titles on the Steam store, the Epic Store, GOG, and whatever other launchers that you do install into the device. And with that comes PlayStation games and anybody else's games. So again, the one-stop shop, the one ring to rule it all, Microsoft is heading in a direction that we've all been clamoring for our whole lives. Now, I don't know if I'm completely on board with the whole, Phil coming out and explaining that the next generation hardware is going to be manufactured or going to be designed by them. Now, of course, I do believe that they're going to have a complete hands-on, we design it, we engineer it, and like put it together, and then we send it out for fabrication, like they've always done. But again, I don't know. See, what a lot of people think is that Microsoft or Xbox manufactures their own consoles. They do not. Okay, they send it out to a plant to get manufactured, and majority of the time they're getting manufactured in the same plant that PlayStation is getting manufactured at. Now, the chipsets are going to be delivered by AMD, and the engineers over at Xbox, Jason Ronald and the team, they are the ones that are going to sit down and devise a plan for whatever the console is going to be. That's form factor and everything that goes along with it. Now, what we do know so far is that this console is going to have the same sensibilities as the Xbox ROG Ally and Xbox Ally X. And that device has Xbox like big screen mode type of thing. And then you get a chance to stream your games, you get a chance to play your games. It's a very versatile device. Well, what they're talking about is this new console is going to be a hybrid PC Xbox console, which boots up traditionally like a regular Xbox, but also you have storefronts that you're able to play other games that's outside of the Xbox ecosystem, while furthering the Windows PC stranglehold on gaming. So with all of that information and how they're going to bring it together, that's something to behold and see, where you're bringing together play anywhere, cloud, console, and all these storefronts, and you're doing it in one device. Now, this is the device that we've been calling for our whole lives, the one device to rule them all. And I think we're at that precipice where Xbox is going to deliver on those promises. Now, with Battlefield in the Wild and the season 1 is getting ready to start, I want to know how many of you guys are interested in Battlefield Season 1. Have you been playing? What it looks like over there? I'll be jumping in sometime this week to play Battlefield 6. But from all the stuff that I did hear, it's fantastic. Now, let me know if all the stuff that I've heard that was bad has been cleaned up. Because usually, I give it like a couple of weeks before I jump into massively play online game because sometimes there's queues. I don't feel like waiting around, and I had a whole lot of stuff that I had to clear up anyway. So again, let me know what it looks like over there with the Battlefield 6. The season is about to start, and I want to jump in when the season starts so I can get all my perks. Now, I hope you're ready for the Outer Worlds 2, which will be dropping this week. We had an incredible month, if you think about it, with Xbox first-party games. And Xbox first-party games actually made you understand exactly why Game Pass price is what it is. Because if you're an action fan, then you got Ninja Gaiden 4. If you're a puzzler that likes good graphics and, something a little short, then you got into Keeper. But then you have a large-scale RPG in the Outer Worlds 2. And if you played the Outer Worlds 1, then you understand what you're in for. You're in for a treat that I, myself, can't pass up. So this has been a great month for Xbox. They're closing out October strong with Halloween ending on this Friday. So we're going to have Halloween-themed stuff happening. Friday is going to be really dope. Probably don't do a Fight Night Friday on Friday. But, again, this is Xbox Frontline News with your boy, The King. Now, if you liked anything that you've seen here, sub up, bro. Like, follow, subscribe, do all of that. And if you want to become a member, members keeps the light on. Now, check it out. I dropped some information about the documentary, the Iron Lords documentary for members. And it's only going to be back there for members. And periodically, I will be dropping more raw footage of what the documentary is going to look like and what is that stuff about. So we do have a ton of footage from all over the years. But I just gave you some of the recent stuff so y'all guys can check that out. But hey, go check that out if you're a member. It's up there. Give me some feedback because I'm going to be crafting this documentary in a way that is hopefully, because the high watermark is like a 30% high watermark. You saw what I did right there. It's a 30% high watermark that we got to hit. It's not hopefully. We will achieve that goal because you deserve nothing less. I'm going to be doing a Black Phone review, Black Phone 2 review, and Tron review. That's also going to be going up for members, so you guys get a chance to check that out as well. Man, the busy man doing busy man things. But what I always like to do, what I suggest that you do, I like to go where game is game and win is win and tell you, try to play the Game Pass.
Play it day one with Game Pass.